everyone. How are we doing today? This is Success, Olubajo on Success Right Show. Welcome to another edition. I did promise, oh yes, I did promise this month we're looking into business. I know. I was meant to speak about it earlier, but then we're here now. So let's start. 2020 was a year that a lot of people, they were thinking about, oh, it's not a good year. But like I said last time, good things still happen in 2020. So 2021, what are the things that we can do from home? Maybe you've been thinking your job is not going well the way you expected it, or maybe because you're working from home, you have extra time on your hands on other things you can do. So today, let's start with young ones. You are 18, or you are kind of getting to be mature, and you are looking at what can I do to support myself. I'm bored at home. I'm bored sitting down at home. What can I do? So we're just going to talk about business ideas for the young ones. So older ones can also do to look at it as well. So I'm going to just talk about the young ones today, and then we move on to the matures one later. So if you are there, you are in an environment that needs a particular skill set. Let me start with your hands. So what are the things you can do with your hands before we go into online business? Let's talk about what we can do physically. What are the things you can do? What are the things that people ask you? What are the questions that people ask you? What is lacking in your environment? Just look at yourself, you as a person. What is your skill set? What are the things you love to do naturally? Or what are the things your friends are asking you? Oh, come and help me do this. Oh, come and help me do that. And you'll be doing it for free. Is this something you can look into to turn into a business? Think about it. There's lockdown almost everywhere, and people kind of, most people don't go out shopping. What can you sell? So let me start from your hands. What are the things you can do with your hands? When it wasn't a lockdown, but when my uni was closed, that was a lot of years back. I did mention on this show earlier, sometimes last year, that I started making meat pies. It was honestly, I made a lot of money from making meat pies. I made lovely meat pies, and I also made handmade cards. People could send e-card and all that, but some people still value handmade cards, lovely handmade cards. And honestly, it took me to places. I met loads of people selling my handmade cards. Well, I was a student of architecture, so we do a lot of, model making and all that. But then you can learn it online. It's not difficult to learn card making online, and you find a video that teaches you something you don't know, and then you start selling that skill set. So what other skill set can you do with your hands? Some people like cooking. You can do a lot of cooking, and somebody has a party. Now people don't really go around for partying anymore. Like last Sunday, we had, food to eat after service in church. It was packed and it was really nice. There are things like that you can do from home. Maybe you just make it for your friends, make it for your family, chin chin, different, big things. And people love them. So why don't you turn that idea into something wonderful? When I moved to Battlefield, one of the things I noticed was missing here was people making hair. It's not about ladies' job. No, men do that as well. So it's not just for women. So if you like hairdressing, that's another skill set. You're doing it with your hands. Skill set. When I moved here, I saw it was so difficult. That was when I had to cut my hair because you have to travel like an hour to go get your hair done. I just thought, you know what, I don't want to do that. But then I thought, we were home lockdown. So what can I do? I learned how to make hair. I make my kids hair until they decided, oh, I'm just tired of this whole thing. Yeah. Now we have a lady that does it in Battlefield, but before she came, I was doing for my kids because I watched the video online. If I wanted to turn it to something for business, that's another skill set. You can learn anything. You can just learn anything. Now that is YouTube, you can watch videos on how to, step-by-step process of how to make things. So that is another skill set. I know babysitting is not an idea that a lot of people like doing, but it pays a lot. Walking the dog pays a lot. Sitting at home sitting, pays a lot as well. So those are some of the skills that you don't need anything to, you're not buying anything to be able to sell anything. But if you like the selling bit, there's eBay. There is Amazon. There are things you can sell. eBay is not for used clothes or used things only. There are brand new things being sold on eBay. You buy them at a cheap rate, wherever you get them, you sell them. You can't imagine I have something here I want to show you. If you can see this, this is a back scratcher. I bought it in a £1, $1 store. $1 store. It was easy, you use it to just scratch your back. Somebody carved this out. And I went back to the store to want to get more because every time maybe I want to just reach out to my back or do one thing or the other, it's really useful. It's something made by hand. I also showed you when I made jewelry, hand, like earrings, necklaces, things you can do with your hands. So today I'm looking at what do you have in your hands? What are the things that you can do with your hands? You don't have to go buy, or what are the things you can do with your hands? Um, it's very important. I also recently also my daughter started a lesson online, and honestly, it's really fantastic. Do you have a skill set in your academics? Maybe you are 18 and above, you are in A levels or something, and you have something good to offer. Your notes while you were in school, if you are really studious, you have some notes you've written that could help somebody else. You could put that into something that you can sell as an ebook or something. You can offer your services, consultancy services on how to maybe help somebody to pass their exams, how to render maybe math lesson. Or I was speaking to someone yesterday in London who used to he does like lectures, in his house, but because of COVID, he couldn't do it in his house anymore. So what did he do? He started online, and a lot of people now come to him because before he could only fit maybe 5 or 6 in his house. But now, because of COVID, everybody all over England wants a lesson. So it's even much better for him. It couldn't be better, it's just on time. So he had more customers coming online. Are you a young person in church? You know how to play music, you know how to use the instrument, you know how to do so much. You could start your online music lessons, and you'll be surprised. People even do yoga, do exercises online. So you're complaining, you're in lockdown, you can make money from it. There's a lot I want to share this month. This is just physical things you can do with your hands or things you can do around the house I'm talking about today. But the next one will be on what you can do online, maybe an online business. There's so much we can talk about in that area. So thank you for watching this time around. You are a young person. This is useful for you. What can you do at home? See you next time. Bye for now.